Hello and welcome to NFC Divisional Playoff action. My name is Ray Rayberg. Beside me, as always, is Sam Gresses, and we're here to bring you the action. Well, we're not. We're not actually.
No, we're not here
in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Here,
but
obviously,
we're here in an apartment in Chicago to bring you NFC Divisional action as broadcast on the television.
Absolutely. The balmy 4 degrees here in Chicago.
A whole 4.
A whole 4. That is 4 more than 0. So that's something to be happy about. Bringing the action to you as always about 10 seconds behind the in-game action. So if you want to have everything sync up, please pause your DVR now for about 10 seconds. Once you count it out, 10 Mississippi, unpause it. You should be back on track because Aubrey Plaza.
It's not Mississippi we're talking about here. It's
Carolina.
It's
Carolina. 1 Carolina, 2
Seattle.
Carolina, and yes.
Now this is our third broadcast. How do you see that? Playing out? Better than the first 2? Worse than the first 2?
Well, here's the real kind of sticking point is this is the earliest broadcast I believe we've done in terms of time of day. I'm a little bit hungover, so we'll have to see how that affects the in-game action today, Ray, and see if the fact that we are a little bit.
Well, I think that tells you all you need to know about Sam's relationship with alcohol right there.
I've got my in my broadcast station. I've got a Jack Link's beef jerky strip and Coors Lights, and I could not be happier.
That's all you need to please the man. Football, cheap beer, and cheap meat, so to speak.
Cheap meat.
Cheap meat. I, however, have gone clean since last week. I will be trying to make sense of the action for you, as Sam will provide in-depth analysis.
I'm gonna try and make nonsense of the happenings,
and he's gonna try and make nonsense. Interesting matchup we have today. We have the defending NFC champion Seattle Seahawks against the team with the best record in the NFC, and I believe in all of the NFL.
This year,
in
for sure.
the Carolina Panthers. Seattle has key players out. Graham
out for the
out
season.
all
Done for
year.
the season.
They also lost Laquette. That's another target. Lost Marshawn Lynch. Lost his replacement. Thomas
Marshawn
Rawls.
Lynch is back today.
Marshawn Lynch returns today.
And
do you see that factoring into this game?
That's actually really important because this is something I was thinking about earlier. On paper, if you match these teams up, Carolina's defense, I believe, unquestionably stronger than Seattle's this year.
And that, it's not something that has been said frequently.
No, not at all. There you see Marshawn Lynch on the bike trying to get warmed up, and there you see the other injuries. I believe that was
Lockett.
Yeah. So here's my thing. Carolina's defense better than Seattle's. Carolina's quarterback better than Seattle's this year. Carolina's every level of Carolina's defense really better than Seattle's. The places where Carolina, I think Carolina in terms of receiving talent, even with Seattle, but Seattle definitely has Carolina beat running the ball, which will be kind of interesting to see, especially to see how prepared, and how healthy Jonathan Stewart is for this game. Because to have a big bruising back like Marshawn Lynch, in this pivotal game against the best defense in the NFL today, that's super, super important, especially when, you don't have much other leeway.
And I should be very clear there, Ricardo Laquette,
yes,
on injured reserve for the Seahawks, and apparently Tyler Lockett injured in pregame warm-ups for the Seahawks.
Both the Lockett's.
So both Lockett and Lockett. Lockett's out. Lockett, it looks like questionable from a pregame injury as we get ready for the kickoff. Normally it would be, well, it's the Panthers receiving the ball. Back deep to receive. It looks like not Fozzie Whitaker.
No, but that's a big return, about 25 yards.
Can't tell yet.
Getting chippy already there.
Oh.
Jacobs getting into it with, I believe that was Coleman.
Joe Webb on the return. The ball falling off the tee as it got kicked by Hauschka.
Yep.
So wind looks like it's going to be a factor.
Oh, and then there's...
Here he is, Cam Newton.
Cam Newton. I mean,
should be the MVP this year.
He's not going to be, but he should be. I challenge you to find someone who doesn't have who's not a diehard fan of a football team. If Cam Newton isn't their favorite quarterback, they're probably racist.
That I imagine that's true. Let's see how he does with his first play under center. Lined up in the eye. Handoff
I believe that's
to
Tolbert.
To Tolbert.
Oh my God, Tolbert! It's off to the races.
Tolbert. He's got one man to beat. He's just got to outrun Richard Sherman, and he can't do it.
Stewart, I'm sorry, that was Jonathan Stewart. Like I was saying before,
all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Jonathan Stewart, not known to be the fastest running back. He's a strong running back, and he has good vision. Good on Richard Sherman for picking that up, catching up to him. But what a way to start the game! Right. Well, here Richard Sherman, I couldn't even see him on that angle where it seemed like he came from out of nowhere.
He's the one with all the hair.
Yes. Thank you. But see, that's another interesting. Richard Sherman's been getting beat
again from the I formation, and
another
this time it's going to be
a fumble. Nope. Carolina pounces on it and advances the ball about 8 yards on a
that was Cameron Artis Payne, the rookie,
recovered by Tolbert,
who looks like he's going to be splitting time with Jonathan Stewart. I don't know how much we're going to see of Fozzie Whitaker today.
I mean, he had a pretty good game. That was just look at him get his helmet and hand out and just rip that ball away. That was really, really good play there from Michael Bennett.
Looks like it was, yes, definitely.
It was It was definitely a fumble. I mean, the Panthers jumped right on it and turned it into a 7-yard gain. So, really good heads up play. That ball was out and unnoticed for a while. First,
it looks like
keeper for Cam Newton gets the first, and they're really, you can see they're attacking the ball really hard.
That's that hard-nosed Seahawks defense. As it seems like temporarily I have become the color commentator and Sam has become the play-by-play.
It's my bad. I just got really excited.
Let me come up with some analysis here. They're really attacking the ball.
My bad.
This is why I don't do the color commentary, because I have no color. I am as white as they come. Cam Newton lined up in the gun, looking over the play, takes the hike. It looks like it's going to be to Jonathan Stewart.
Jesus.
For the touchdown.
Wow. Jonathan Stewart, a quick drive, and most of that yardage was picked up by him. That was that one big run, and then he punches it into the end zone.
And Jonathan Stewart gives the ball to a little girl in a Cam Newton jersey. There's some irony to that somewhere.
Yep.
I also, at first, thought he gave it to the girl's hot mom. That might be the case.
There you go.
Just, trying to change things up.
Absolutely.
Maybe change up the image of this team.
That's an interesting set there. And, wow, geez. Seattle's defense really needs to step it up. The blocking on the offensive line side from Carolina so far has been nearly perfect.
Earl Thomas, the only person with a chance to make a play there.
And I mean, even then, 5-yard line, you're not gonna stop someone with a full head of steam, especially not a running back like Jonathan Stewart.
Graham Gano puts the extra point through, and early, within a minute, Carolina Panthers up 7-0 on the Seattle Seahawks.
Now, if you haven't listened to Ray and Sam host everything before, we don't just cover the game.
We also cover little girls having seizures.
Girls. And Southwest Airlines, the official airline of Ran Sam Host Everything, if they give us free plane tickets.
Which I really hope they do.
Yeah, please. Please. Free tickets to Atlanta, please.
They're giving us free bags, but I don't think
I don't think that
exclusive.
counts. No.
We're not exclusive.
Book them now at southwest.com. Low fares, nothing to hide. That's transparency.
Are these commercials going to be the same as last week?
This beef stick is delicious.
How is that beef stick?
It's really good. My analysis.
Yeah, can you break that down for me?
Can what?
Can you break that down for me?
So, this beef stick, not a first round pick. Didn't make many waves in college, but just was a solid all around player. Who gets the call maybe once or twice a game.
Once or twice a game?
Yeah.
How long are games?
Oh.
Are you eating 1 to 2 of those a day?
No, I'm probably
every 3 hours? What's the...
No, I actually can't remember the last time I had a beef stick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So maybe a year.
It's okay. Your sex life will pick up eventually.
Can I get pizza for the whole team?
You got it, Mr. Cuban. Just $5 each.
Yes.
Oh, Mark Cuban, you should not act.
No.
I tolerated this commercial all last week, but I'm done.
My first gen league, Walter Payton's on the sidelines.
Oh, I wonder if we're gonna see more Ohana Means Family commercials.
We probably will.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite NFL. Stupid football is family one. Ohana Means Family. And we are back. We'd like to thank our sponsors again, Southwest, as we mentioned.
And Jack Link's Beef Jerky, the most adequate snack in the world.
The official adequate snack of the NFL. Graham Gano lined up to kick it deep. Who will be returning it? Will it be Doug Baldwin or will Tyler Lockett be able to take it?
High
it
kick,
looks
returnable.
Like it's going to be Lockett.
I think that's Lockett. And wow, just pouncing. It was a very high arcing kick, giving the coverage team time to really kind of hone in on Lockett.
Lockett goes nowhere, gets smacked by Trey Houston. And that gives us Russell Wilson's first drive of the game.
Really, really well set up, actually, by Graham Gano there. Kicking it to the 1 yard line, a high arcing kick, and setting up, a long field for Russell Wilson to have to work with. Again, the secondary really the strength of this Carolina Panthers team. So it'll be interesting to see how often Russell Wilson goes sky.
He is going to start lining up in the shotgun. He does have Marshawn Lynch to his right. He also has 2 split out left.
Oh, man, and Marshawn Lynch is not going anywhere.
In
fact, he's going. They're just pushing him right back into the end zone, because why not?
Star Latulele, Jared Allen, and Kurt Coleman, the free safety, all got their hands on Lynch, driving him all the way back to the goal line. Of course, he will get forward progress. Yeah,
of course. But that's still, that is where the play stopped, and that they're going to have to start again from the 11.
And it looks like Charles Johnson, both tackles getting through there, including one end.
That was a jailbreak.
That it looked like it was a setup for a screen.
Possibly. I mean,
coming out in a little bit larger set here. Yeah. They're going to run out of the I formation. We'll see if they give us to Lynch again.
Oh,
it's not.
Russell Wilson back to pass.
It's intercepted by Luke Kuechly.
That's going to be a
Kuechly with the touchdown.
Points early, and everyone's getting a football. No, he faked it. What a scrub. Oh my goodness, you never want to see that.
I think he actually did the feint of the Lambeau leap.
Oh, okay.
And didn't know he had the football in his hands. We'll see if he does give the football to a young child. Or if he just gives it to Devin Funchess, who essentially is a young child.
Was a really, really just bad decision by Russell Wilson.
Here you see Russell Wilson in the I formation. He's going to throw. He looks to his left. He sees the pressure coming. Throws it.
Oh, he was looking
way
for
behind Marshawn Lynch. Right in the arms of one of the best defensive players in the game in Luke Kuechly.
Yep. So the secondary not even getting into it yet. The only 2 plays the Seahawks were able to get out were totally broken